Starting a dental practice from scratch is hard. Getting new patients is hard. Getting really good, ideal new patients is really hard. And doing this without spending thousands of dollars per month on marketing is extremely difficult. I'm going to tell you how we get 40 to 50 new patients per month by implementing simply the strategy of ground marketing. The problem that I encountered, and I think most dentists encounter, in getting new patients to come into your office is that you often feel like there's two options. You have the option of selling out to a dental insurance company where they are going to list you as an in-network provider and you're going to get patients through that. But then you take significant write-offs and really the cost of that per lead is significantly high. The other option is you spend thousands of dollars per month through an advertising agency to get patients to come into your door so that you can filter through them. I'm here to tell you that there's a third option that allows you to get to your ideal patient directly and not cost you a ton of money and have people that come in that really want to see you directly. When I got sick of having to settle on one of the two choices of either selling out to dental insurance companies and writing off hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, or spending tons of money every single month to a marketing agency that didn't get me my ideal client, I realized that something had to change. This is when I discovered the concept of ground marketing, where you're able to get directly to your ideal consumer without spending tons of money per month. I want to talk to you about 5 key and very specific strategies that we use in ground marketing that help us get 40 to 50 new patients per month that are our ideal customer and that we love to see. The first key strategy is being a good citizen in your local community on social media. There are lots of businesses in your community, coffee shops, grocery stores, restaurants, other service providers, other dental offices. There's a ton that you can go out and start following. Once you start following them, you can start to see what they post. If you look at these posts, you'll often see that they don't have a ton of comments on them. One of the things that was amazing to me was I found a local coffee shop in my Pacific Northwest town that I started to follow on social media. They would post videos about the coffee that they were making, an event that they were having, and they would oftentimes get maybe 1 to 3 comments on their posts. What I did was I just started commenting on them. I love coffee. I said, that drink looks really good. I can't wait to try it. Oh, you have an event coming up. I'll be sure to spread the word. And I was commenting as my dental office on their page. What happened was all of a sudden that social media manager for this coffee shop told the owners told all their employees, and almost everyone who worked at this coffee shop became one of my patients. And they were excited to see me because now they followed me on social media. They knew what I was about. And they became one of my ideal clients and one of my ideal employers that we later even got set up with our dental employer membership plan. The second key strategy in being effective in ground marketing to drive your ideal patient to your office is simply supporting your local community. One of the strategies that I did when I was first starting my practice was I was really passionate about our local theater. I went to our local theater and said, hey, I would like to buy so many tickets to a show that I was really passionate about. It was a musician that I had really grown up liking that was coming to our town. And I wanted to buy so many tickets that I could give away to the first 50 patients that signed up at our new practice startup. The theater was thrilled. They told everyone at the theater about it. Many of the employees that worked at the theater became my patients. And then when I went to provide value to people that I was asking if they wanted to be one of my first patients, I said, hey, good news. If you sign up now and become one of our first patients, you're going to get 2 tickets to this show that I'm personally going to be at because I love this musician. We connected on a personal level. They felt like they were getting even more value by coming into my practice, and they felt like I was a good citizen of the community as opposed to some corporate chain that's just there to make profit. The third key strategy that we implemented to effectively ground market in our community was having what I call an authentic give. Most of us have something that we're passionate about. It could be a nonprofit, it could be a charity, whatever it is. Think about what you're really passionate about and how you can tie that in to your business. For me and my wife, everywhere we had lived, from my time when I was in the Navy to when I was in dental school to where we settled to set up this practice, we had always served the refugee population. We got partnered up with a local refugee organization and said, hey, we want to help you. If you have refugees who have dental needs, we will see them, as well as for every new patient that we see, we want to give something back to you through proceeds. Every single patient that came in, I told them about it. I told them about our partnership. I told them that by being a patient in our office, they were contributing towards something bigger. Even if they weren't significantly passionate about refugees, they felt that I was authentic. They felt like that I was a servant in the community, and they wanted to be a part of that. The crazy thing is that many of my patients started to want to give back as well, either forming a tub full of kitchenware for a refugee family that was just arriving to town, or getting blankets and sheets and things together for them to have on their beds when they first arrive. Having something that's authentic, that people can smell from a mile away, that it's going to be deep ingrained into you as a person, will give them something to be a part of, as well as it'll help spread the word in your community that you are a human being that serves. The fourth key strategy that I used in my dental practice startup, and then we continue to use now if needed to boost our new patient flow, is building a VIP list. This is going to be key, especially if you're doing a startup, when you're going door to door, whether it's to businesses, to senior centers, to your schools, no matter what it is that you're getting in front of, letting them know, I have a new dental startup practice that's coming up, and you want to be able to ask them, would you be interested? Can I put you on my VIP list in order that you can be one of the first patients I call to get scheduled? People feel world-class, people feel like they're a part of something, and they will be more likely to answer your call and actually get scheduled with you. The fifth and final strategy was a game changer for me and continues to be a game changer when it comes to building social proof through ground marketing and getting people to come into your door, and that's building a healthy amount of Google reviews. Now, as a dental practice startup, I hadn't had hardly any patients show up to my door, but I was able to open the doors of my practice on day one with over 50 5-star Google reviews by implementing the strategy of simply asking for Google reviews. If you do not have a system in your office now on how to ask people for Google reviews, let me tell you what to do. You simply say this: hey, you seem to have really gotten a lot of value out of the service that we provided. It really helps us to see more patients just like yourself. If we could get a little bit of feedback about your experience, would you be willing to do that through a Google review about our office? You're not inviting them to leave a 5-star review and trade for something else. You're simply asking for the review and asking them to leave feedback. If it's bad feedback, well, you put yourself out there, sometimes that's what you get. The way that I was able to open with over 50 5-star Google reviews was I went to past patients, past coworkers, past staff that I had worked alongside, and just said, hey, you've seen my work, you know my character, you know the story of how I wanted to start this practice. Would you mind just leaving some feedback about me as a person and what you know about me on my business, so that when people come in, they see that we have social proof that they are in the right place and want to come get the services that we provide. To my fellow dentists, my call to action to you is that you can market effectively without selling out to dental PPOs, without paying an advertising agency thousands and thousands of dollars per month. You can identify your ideal client, you can go to them directly, and guess what? It costs you almost nothing. By implementing these strategies that we just laid out, you are going to be considered a pillar in your community. People are going to want to get behind your story, and patients that come and see you are already going to feel like they know you immensely because you went out and ground marketed to them effectively. If you're looking for more videos just like this, where we try to provide value in ways that you can get to your ideal client without selling out or spending a ton of money, then we have a whole channel dedicated to videos just like this, where we seek to get our ideal client to come into our office, keep them there, and enjoy our career more and more as we practice for a long time.